Right, good morning again and welcome back for another week. Seen that the channel grew quite a lot last week, so welcome all to the channel, everyone that's new. Just starting out here in Doncaster now, just 20 past 6 on a Saturday, not Saturday morning, Monday morning. I don't know what day of week it is now. Yeah, I've just had to show an agency driver how to set up a trailer for a 20-footer. He's done containers before, but he hasn't done 20 foots before, which we do carry. So we just left the yard now for our collection in Wetherby for 8 o'clock this morning. Currently got us there at 7:31 at present, so we're not that bad. We are going to go around A1. We're going to go M18, M62. It'll be clearer, we know that by now, so we'll be flat out all the way then, so we can make good time, and then we can get on with our rest of the day. Then this is meant to be going down to London Gateway. It'd be nice if it is. It'll give us a nice start to the week, but we will see. I think with it being an open top, there's a very good chance that it's going to go down there, because usually if they order an open top, there's a reason they need it, because obviously this roof detaches on these trailers. It's just got like a big tarpaulin over it, a big sheet that's held in by a wire, so they can get the roof off if they need to load it with a crane and all things like that. So see if we're going to get loaded with a crane here, or at the other end it's going to get unloaded with one. But also, with it being a detachable roof, they can just leave the roof off if it doesn't matter about product getting wet. And then it can be oversized, it can be above height as well then. So, but only time will tell. 52 mile we'll know our answer. So I'll get off and get these 52 mile knocked out, and then give you an update once we get to Wetherby area. Right, so we're 1.1 mile away from this job. Down now, it's been a quiet run over. Look at the size of the sign on the left, and look how small font is. How the hell are you meant to see that when you're coming down to it? How small font is that? It'd be small on video and it was that small in real life. Units 150 and that this way, I think. A 615 looking for. It's 200 to 760 straight on. This is some estate. No, this right here. Really didn't know this right here. See if we can find it first time. I think I'll be impressed if I do. We haven't even got street now, I've just got Avenue D. I think this is probably this one coming up there in a minute, on my right. So I can see it, it's trying to turn me onto Avenue E. There's a road before it. Yeah, unit 603 to 649 up this one. Oh, let's have a look. I think it's right at the end of the estate as it goes out into nowhere again. Find out. just coming up to 7:30, so we are on time. Glad I went round though, traffic was quiet going round. Just turn the sign off now. It's trying to turn me here, there and everywhere. I think it's just straight down here. I believe it's just straight down here now. Looking for R.H. Mawson. I think this is it on the right, on the left. I remember South Feckenite's building. God knows where we're to stop. All drivers reach Plymouth to the works office, but I don't want to leave the truck here because it's a drop curb. There's going to be cars coming to park up. Oh, well, we're going to have to just leave it here a minute, so let's jump off and go see them quickly. Right, that is us all loaded here at a almost sunny Wetherby. I believe we can get out to the left here. Yeah, it's down the gateway, 217 miles away. Just moved out of the way at road so we can get us past. Yeah, so we won a bad load in the end. They had a lot of stuff going about, so I didn't film out in there. They loaded it with an overhead crane that they've got built into their warehouse. This load's going to Orlando. Wish I were going to Orlando. I could get to Disney World and some sunshine, but one day we'll get back there again. It is heavy, that is for sure. It's all steel that's in it. They've got 680 ton of steel going out of it next 2 weeks with open tops. They've got 2 tomorrow, so fingers crossed I might go back there again tomorrow. That'd be a nice turnaround. But yeah, I've asked for a 1500 VBS down at London Gateway. I need a break on the way down, but we've got just over 3 hours driving left on this stint still, so we've got the time to make it some way down so we can get there with one hit, leave a bit of time so we can run somewhere. So I need to keep an eye. We started at 5:45, so we've got till 11:45, so we've got 2 hours left on our working time. So we've got 2 hours left on our working time, so we can get a good way down. So we're 2.5 hours away then, so let's crack on. Stuck behind a wide load now, down at 40 miles an hour behind it. Looks like there's a heavy lifter for containers going down the road on a flatbed, so we'll see how long they stay on for. Might get a break in a bit earlier than we planned. We'll see. It is 11:10 anyway, so I'm going to start looking, but might just chuck it in a lay-by and let this go down road a little bit because we're just losing time now. We've got a job through for tomorrow. We're picking up an empty fridge container from down at London Gateway out of Solent, where we were on Friday. And so I'm missing all these lay-bys because A57's coming up. There's a chance the lifter could be getting off at the A57 turning. I doubt it, but you never know. Yeah, so we're picking up an empty out of Solent where we were on Friday evening. I've asked for a 4 o'clock VBS down at Solent again, so we can get down there, get the box on, have a break, and then we've got a 9 o'clock home Firth in the morning, back down to London Gateway again. So we're getting off to a busy start to the week at the minute. Just what we need. So my plan is, I'm thinking of trying to get to the new welcome break site at Newark on the A1. We've got until 8:45 to get there, so let's see what happens, shall we? So I stopped for 15 minutes back there at a lay-by. It did get off that load and it came back the other way about 3 minutes after I pulled up, so I thought I'll have 15 minutes there. That'll give me a couple of hours on my working time there, my 6-hour rule. So I'll just push it, I'll just drive for another hour, then have my half-hour break. Will be about 2.5 hours away then. That gives us a nice cushion to get down there then. We're just coming into Colesworth, going to have a break here. 122 miles away in a minute. So we're going to get have a half hour here. I think I'm going to have to get him to change the VBS for London Gateway though, from 1500 to 1600. So I've been there at 2:57 of us just pulled off now, so we was having half an hour break. It's going to be just after past we get there. If I get him to change it to a 1600 VBS, that VBS starts at, that will start at 3:45 then. So, you know, for the sake of 15 minutes, we might as well get him to swap the VBS about. Then we're not rushing then, are we, to get down to London Gateway and get sorted. We can just take our time a little bit now and sort things out. So it's going to be a bit of a drop. Oh dear. Yeah, I think I'll just get him to change it for the sake of it, because I don't want to miss VBS and cause problems. So we'll I'll message them when I get parked up here to get them to swap that to a 1600 VBS. So that way when we get there we can just get straight in, and if we hit any more traffic we've at least got a VBS that we know we're going to hit to get the box off. So we don't want to miss that. We certainly don't want to miss that. So yeah, so we'll just quickly get into this space here. We've got OCD, there's loads of spaces to choose from here. They're everywhere. They didn't used to be marked out, these spaces. That's like a fairly new thing that they've done. Oh, we just need to straighten up. Just straighten up a little bit. It is heavy, this box. And then we'll just have a quick half an hour in here and grab something to eat. So yeah, I'll catch you all in a short while. We just come to Alconbury to get diesel. We've just dropped onto 20% now. We're still 90 miles away from Gateway, so it was on 40% when we left Colesworth. I think it's just been settling and settling all the way down. So I call in here, I'll get diesel, then we're done then. Because it is a heavy box, this has got to be close to max weight, this. And we're good for tomorrow as well then with the diesel. At least get me up there and back down to here again. box. It's going to be another heavy one tomorrow. It's all yogurt that we're picking up, it looks like. So that's going to be nearly max weight again. But yeah, we're just nipping here and quickly get diesel and then be on the way again in a minute. Oh, I think that's got to be the longest drive down the Gateway I've done. That took forever. At 9:30 that we set off, 217 mile away. We're now 4:15 and that's just coming down to the dock. So looks like we are parking down here tonight. There's around 6 hours 44 driving now, and we're not going to have the time to get anywhere else. So it looks like it's a 3 o'clock start in the morning for us to get up to Home Firth for 9 o'clock. But you know, it is what it is, isn't it? So I'll quickly rush in here and get this off and get round and get our empty on and give you an update on what the plan of action is from there. Alright, so that's us just got a box off here at Gateway. We're just making our way out slowly. It's a bit of a queue. It does go a bit slow in here when there's wagons trying to reverse all the time. So we've got a good turnaround. We're in and out in 15 minutes here. Still not going to run it anywhere. We're going to park down here. You just can't justify trying to run it anywhere. I'm just going to go over my time if I try. I don't think I'll know, because it was over 3 hours to what do you call it, to Newark, where I wanted to park, and that were on the limit. We've got 3 hours 8 minutes left at the minute driving. I think it was 3:16, but I were about 20 minutes from the dock, so it's about 3 hours. So obviously traffic can change, it can get better, but it can also get worse, and if it got any worse then we will be snookered. So I think it's looking likely to be parking down here tonight and calling it a day, and just be ready for tomorrow. I'm probably not going to get the box off tomorrow, to be honest, that I'm going to load at Home Firth. So at the minute it's coming back down here, it's picking up yogurt. So there's no generator on the box as far as I'm aware. So ideally I think they'd want it back down and plugged in here tomorrow night, but you know, it's going to at least nearly be a 5 hour drive up there, probably. You know, because once we get off at main roads and that, round Home Firth, it's Peak District way. It's nowhere. There's nowhere around there. So just a case of seeing what happens, I suppose, isn't it? We just can't help it. But yeah, so round to Solent now quickly to get this box on. Yeah, box on this empty fridge, and then round to the Tilbury Yard to park up. Right, that's us just got our box on now. Our fridge container. It's not plugged in luckily, so it's nice and quiet. Don't want that blurring away all bloody night, do we? But you know, we've done it before, we'll do it again probably. So just office message. I just tried ringing them because I need to see if there's a cut off for this getting lifted off tomorrow, because there's probably a good chance we're not making it back down. It's 4 hours 14 up there if I were to go now, so we'll call that 4:15. So that's going to be 8.5 driving, you know, at the minute. And I don't think traffic is overly that bad at the moment. So it's a bad junction is this. Yeah, I don't think traffic's overly that bad, to be fair, at the minute for the timings. So I feel like it could be tight getting back down tomorrow with this container to get it lifted off. And obviously with it being yogurt and that, I need to know how long it can last, sort of thing, and what they want to do. So we'll wait and see if they can phone me back. She just messaged to say that she's on the phone, so she'll probably ring back in a minute anyway. So I'll get off and wait for that call and give you an update when we parked up in in the yard at Tilbury. Right, just into the yard now at Tilbury. Trying to think where to park when we go in early doors in the morning. We'll get out of any spaces anyway in here. They're all alright, so I might spin it and put it next to this lad here possibly. Straight out in the morning then. That's what we'll do. Spinning it and we're putting it in here. As soon as though we're going at 3:15 in the morning, we're not disturbing anybody then, are we? We can just get straight out, straight up. We usually call this is pole position, this. Because we're just straight out in the morning. Park so lad's got enough room that's parked up already to get his door open in case he's going earlier. There we go, we're in. So with that being that, I'm going to get off and leave this video here. I'm just going to tilt the cab back, put the suspension up at the front, and now we're good to go. So yeah, I'm going to get off and get my head down and get to sleep, and we'll see you all in the next video.